The Christian backslide? Well, let me explain. So I want to 100% suggest and coin a term for the time period that we are living in. And I 100% want to suggest that we are living in a time period of the Christian backslide. And we are reverting to these ways of the past that are harmful to the way in which God is calling us to live out the ministry of Christ in our world. We are losing the influence we once had on society, and as a result of that clamoring for that sense of power and influence that we once had in society, we are continuing to spread affliction, bigotry, and continuing to cause conflict amongst each other. We are fomenting fear and hatred in our time. And instead of doing that, we must be people of spreading God's affirming grace, broad-minded care, and God's tender, loving, merciful, broad-minded love. And we should continue to be, as the theological term of being a body of reforming, we should be reforming the way in which we interpret Scripture and understand the historical context in the way in which Scripture was written. And we should not be backsliding into those past ways that have put women as second-class citizens, that have because of the sinful misinterpretation of Scripture that excludes LGBTQ plus people, and the horrific past of the spreading God's affirming grace, mercy, and love that has led to the horrors of colonialism, the anti-intellectualism that treats science like it's some form of witchcraft, which it is not. God is behind the scientific processes of this world. And again, this whole anti-intellectualism is just scary. And instead, we should be working for a world that spreads God's affirming grace, God's broad-minded love, and God's caring mercy, which is what Christ calls us to do as we as a church are reforming and always reforming, never going to the ways of the past. So let us work together against this backslide into the old horrific ways of the church that do not work. Peace and blessings, y'all.